Sunday, and it is 3:10 already. Sorry, but I was having a bit of a morning. All of our children were being children, so just had to be a parent, have conversations, and my poor husband was losing it because we had a difficult day yesterday as well. So I am now feeling like I have the capacity to say hello. I missed y'all yesterday. Saturday was so crazy. It did not go as I planned it. So I got up like normal, went to my class, and I was on what's called standby. And that means you have priority of if somebody doesn't show up, you can get into the class. The only reason why I was on standby, even though I went my normal day on last Sunday, I went to book the class. It was already booked. And come to find out is that the people they had a Lululemon glow up day where you got a free pair of leggings. So everybody came running to get these leggings. And so I was waiting, and they're like, oh, there is a spot open, but they are like a black card holder. So we have to wait until 5 minutes after class started. And I was like, okay. And they didn't show up. So they're like, okay, get in there. And I had to talk to the people about getting the free leggings. I went to go into the spot and somebody was in there. And I was like, what is happening? And then the instructor was like, go talk to the front desk. And I was like, okay. So I go to the front desk and they're like, okay, hold on a second. Let's look and see what's going on. They look and see what's going on. And what seems to have happened was the girl this spot was didn't check into the front. When they went to make sure nobody was in the spot, she was probably in the bathroom. So by the time I went to go into the spot, she was already back. So they said, unfortunately, I couldn't take the class. And I was like, oh, okay. But they felt really bad. And they were handing out free smoothies yesterday, too. So they gave me a free smoothie. I got to keep my free leggings. And they booked me a free class for next Saturday. So super nice. They were so sweet. And I get it. Like, mistakes happen. It's not that big of a deal. So, and I still got free leggings, so how can I be mad? But I got to make sure to book the position I like. So even though the schedule wasn't up yet, I was booked. And when I was leaving, I was talking to one of the workers there, and he was like, so are you coming this week? I was like, I don't know. It's really hard for me to get in here because I work at 9, and the class that because I don't want to wake up super duper early at like 5 o'clock to make the 6:35 class, but they have a 7:35 class, and I was like, I'm gonna try. And he's like, I want to see you. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try. I booked it, so I've been thinking about coming 2 days a week. Like, even though I work out, I don't hit the muscle groups like they hit the muscle groups. They push me. The instructors, and I've worked with multiple of the instructors that work there. I've tried 3 different ones. Lacey is my favorite, but she's going to go on maternity leave, so I have to get used to some of the other instructors. Because the main thing, like, even if it's not my favorite music, I'm going to have to just see who's going to take over Lacey's class, because the class is the same, the time's the same. They'll just put a new instructor, and I'll get used to that. As you can see behind me is my what?
Are you filming?
Yeah, right now. You might be on.
Okay.
As you can see behind me is my laptop because I was doing some editing for my video to come out. So I will be doing that I did it on my break and my lunch, and I'll do it again my next break so that I can get it done. I'm running a little bit behind on that. And the duvet came, so you can see it's so pretty. I'm really excited. If you can't tell by the big smile on my face, I really like it. It's so soft. Now, this duvet is several inches bigger than the insert, and everything I read was like, it's gonna be fine, like it'll be a fluffier look. And I'm not gonna lie, when it first put it in there, I didn't like it. Like I was like, oh, it just feels like it's like when you're a little thick and the shirt's too small. It was giving this, I don't fit in here. But I think it just needed time to lay out, because now like it's laying like I wanted it to. It was not flat yesterday. I was like, it looks, it, you can tell that this does not match, but now it looks a lot better. And I really like the combination of the two patterns. I think it works well. I'm excited. We're gonna need to buy another duvet cover and sheets because you want more than one set. And I'm going to do kind of the same thing. I want to do some type of pattern with the sheets. I'm really trying to get that sage green. I'm going to keep checking because I really like that, and I think that will be a nice addition for this spring, summertime coming. And then maybe in the fall we'll get like a nice burnt orange or maybe a brown, something like that. But I like the mixture of the colors, so I'm going to keep doing that. I'm hoping I can do patterns, if not patterns, at least different colors. Even though I'm a solid girl, like I'm starting to branch out and open myself up to different options when it comes to patterns. And then funny story, so since I didn't get to work out yesterday, I went and washed my car and I vacuumed out my car. I also decided I didn't need to get a new shirt for jury duty because I forgot I have a sweater, and it's for work. It's a nice button-up sweater, so I can wear just a plain shirt and my sweater. So I took that off my list. But unfortunately, I broke my chain with 75 days soft. I broke it. I did not read last night, nor did I drink enough water. So I have to restart. So today is my beginning again. And I decided that I'm also going to take Duolingo off there because I did not do Duolingo yesterday. And I don't want to put that type of pressure on myself because I want to start school again. I need to start studying for that TSI test that I need to do to figure out where I land. So I'm moving away from Duolingo a bit. To me, like it feels like I'm saying I'm giving up, and I'm not. I'm just not. It's not going to be a priority for me. Getting back into school is. So I'm going to slow down on the Duolingo and prioritize studying for the other thing. And I'm just going to do the requirements that it states to do. And I will put them up just in case you don't remember what those requirements are on the screen. I also didn't read yesterday, so like I didn't do anything I was supposed to yesterday. Thursday was a tough day. I think it was tough for me because I just felt like I couldn't get my footing. So I didn't get to work out like I wanted to, and I did wash my car, vacuum, came home. I did my walking pad for 30 minutes, had to hop into the shower, take a very quick shower so I could get my eyebrows done. I didn't want to be late for my eyebrows appointment. They look so much better. So I got those done, came home, chilled with the toddler while the rest of the boys got to get their haircuts, and their hair looked so good. So did that. So they did that while me and Keelan chilled, and Keelan was really upset. He felt like they kept abandoning him. He starts saying he doesn't like jujitsu because Wednesdays and Fridays he comes home and the boys aren't here because they're doing jujitsu, so he was upset about that. And then they went to go get their haircut, so he was upset like they're leaving me again. Me and Patrick talked, and he's saying now that he wants to get his haircut, so next time they get their haircut, me and Keelan are going to go with them. And even if he doesn't get his hair, like we can't talk him into getting his haircut, then at least he can get used to seeing the barber and seeing that he's not going to get hurt, so that we can get his haircut. Because I love his curly hair. It's a lot of maintenance, and he doesn't always want to sit down for me to comb it. So I was in the middle of doing some cleaning. They just rinsed their hair off a bit to get some of the hair off of them and got changed. And then we went to this new park, and I'll insert some clips from them playing.
Let's go. Come on. So, come on.
No pants!
I didn't take too many videos because there was a lot of kids. It's a brand new park to Houston that just opened up. It was big, it was really cool. There was a lot of stuff to do, but there was so many people there. When we were leaving, I was getting into my husband's truck, putting the baby in, and Patrick went to take Lennox to the bathroom. So I'm putting them in, and this lady comes up in her truck and she's like, "Hey, you guys leaving?" And I felt bad. I was like, "Yeah, but I'm waiting for my other son and my husband to come, and then we're leaving." And she's like, I think I'm just going to wait here. And I was like, yeah, it's probably a good idea because it's packed. As soon as you leave, another car would be coming up. So I text Patrick, was like, hey, you need to get over here as soon as possible, please, because this super nice lady's waiting and she wants to take her spot. And his truck is huge. I did not feel comfortable the first time driving it, me having to back it up. Like, no. He has like a Toyota Tundra that's lifted. He doesn't necessarily want it lifted. It came from, what do you call it? The dealership like that. The previous owner lifted it. So he wants to take it back down because it's a lot. We are taller than most vehicles when we're driving around. Not most trucks, because this is Texas, the land of humongous trucks. But if we were in Washington, we would stick out like a sore thumb. He's definitely a Texas man now, full on Houston vibes. So luckily they were just done and they were on their way, so she didn't have to wait too long. And after we did that, we went to the grocery store and did a little bit of shopping and came home. It was pretty late because we didn't get home until 7:30, so it was pretty late after done eating. And while I was in here trying to put the bed together, Keelan came up to me. I was like, Mom, I'm ready to go to bed. I'm tired. His little eyes, he was so exhausted. So I was like, yeah, okay, let me just put this bed together, then you can come and lay down. So got his booty in there. And then I told Patrick, can you put something on? A movie for all of us to watch so Keelan will fall asleep. And he said, yeah. I hear the music. It's Home Alone. So we watched Home Alone before bed last night, which was fun. But for the rest of the today, obviously I'm going to finish my work day, and then I am in the process of washing clothes for Lennox and Aiden, and they're going to be folding them. I'm getting better at getting back on track, but I think the biggest thing for me is that I know that I'm not perfect and things happen. So I'm just trying to have more of a flexible schedule. And as long as they have clothes, we have clothes, and I continue to do it, even if it's not the exact day that I want to, I'm okay with that. Just giving myself grace and making sure I get it done. I am going to continue working. We are listening to scary stories over here, and I'm going to just keep on working away. I only have a couple hours left of work, and I also need to review when it comes to jury duty. I just want to re-look at everything that I got so that I make sure there's nothing that I'm missing, nothing that I need. But anyways, I will check it on with y'all later, possibly. up on in my bonnet. I'm doing both since I have the braids in. So, doing this. I'm just doing like this in the back, so I can take my braids and put them in like a little bun and put them up and make sure that they're inside this. Where's it? See, okay. And then I'm just doing a little soft. It's very loose. If I didn't put this on, it wouldn't stay on. So then I go over with this and just shove everything in the back in there. So then, bam, and then see it's in there. All right, so I am completely done. I'm going to head to bed. I got a little bit reading, then it's the bedtime for me. So I hope y'all all have a good night. I will see you in the morning. Okay, welcome back. It is Tuesday. I know I didn't see y'all on Monday. And it's after work, actually. I am sloughing today. I'm having a hard time getting into second gear. I've been coasting the majority of the day. So I didn't record yesterday because I wasn't even coasting. I was fighting for my life yesterday. I was so tired. So tired. I tried my hardest to get into the next gear and I just couldn't do that, and it's because sometime the night before we had a humongous storm and I kept waking up, and there was one point where I was like, okay, it's got to be time for me to get out of bed, and I looked at the clock. It was 2:39. So it was just not a good day for me. And then today I was really proud of myself. I woke up early to go to my class. I did the Berries Boot Camp class here in Houston. The class started at 7:35. I got there just in time and got with my favorite instructor. And I burned so many calories. I burned like 100 more than I normally do, and I think because I was just pushing and really just trying to keep my heart rate up, and I felt good, but I was a little tired. I know I'm not getting enough sleep, and I gotta really prioritize that since I'm doing this 75-day soft, and I'm working out as much as I am. I really need sleep, but I'm trying to get this video posted, but I'm having such a hard time with YouTube editor. So I am going to look over my paperwork and try to make sure I don't need anything to take with me for jury duty in the morning. I got my summons, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to take this with me tomorrow. So I want to get my proofs ready. I'm going to take my iPad with me, but I don't think it's charged. Yeah, see, it's dead. So let's charge that. So I'm going to charge that so I can use that. And then while this is updating, I'm actually going to look at my next one. My goal is to be able to upload videos every Sunday. And so far I've never been able to do that. The hard part about all this is this week and probably last week my videos were better, but Daddy said no, but you won't see those for a while. Come on. It's okay. Daddy said no. Do you know why he said no? Why did he say no? No, because you didn't eat your bar. Well, I already threw it away because you told me to. I'm sorry, but you told me to throw it away. I'm sorry, I already threw it away. I can't bring it back. Stop doing that, please. Leave my light alone. No, you don't. Stop. It's not a toy. Next time you gotta eat dinner. I mean, you gotta eat your snack. You don't get to just throw it away. You hear me? I'll come and sit with you in a bit, okay? But you gotta chill.
Bring your stuff.
Huh?
Bring your stuff.
What am I doing?
Bring it.
Bring my stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking at stuff.
Why? And make your stuff in here.
I know, but the internet is better in here.
Not in here.
Hey, good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday. I am in the car letting it warm up here for a moment so that I can go to the gym. I was going to go like my normal time, but I decided that since I have the time, I should take the time to sleep more since I've been working out so much and not getting the proper rest that I need. So I let myself sleep. It's about 8 o'clock and I feel good. My knee is a little bit sore, but not too bad. So I'm glad I took that extra time to just rest a bit. I was going to wake up at 7 and I did, but then I was like, you know what? Let me just get some extra sleep. So I'm going to go to the gym, and then when I get back, I'm going to have to get ready for my jury duty. Okay, so I'm outside of my workout. It was difficult. I really pushed myself for my last bit. It was the elliptical. I did the fat burner setting because it gives you intervals and resistance. And then I would also add incline to it to make it a little more difficult. And I was faster. It took me 12 minutes and 28 seconds to get a mile, but the first minute I'm warming up and then the last minute I'm cooling down. So my whole like elliptical experience is 14 minutes. So now that that's out of the way, I'm gonna get home and get changed. Well, and take a shower, of course. It's gonna be a while.
How long?
I don't know. How many minutes though? I'm putting makeup on.
Okay. And my hair gel.
has been a change in events. As you can see, I'm back home, and that's because jury duty was canceled. So, like, the good employee, I called my boss and let her know, and I am back to working. So much anticipation for no reason. I was so nervous, and then they're like, just kidding. You don't have to do it. Which sucks because that also means that they could summons me again. I don't know what that means for the fact that I didn't work this morning. I think I didn't ask her that because I didn't know. I didn't know until I got there. So we will see. Because I can't work any later. So I have to pick up Keelan from daycare. It's jujitsu night. Okay, so I had to move you a smidgen so I could put my iPad up here. I'm behind in my in my podcast, so just going to get caught up, do this work, and get her done so I can be off again. And for real this time. Good morning. Good morning. It's Thursday. And I am working. I'm also listening to Kamala Harris' autobiography. So far I've listened to 2 hours of it. It's really interesting, and it goes back and forth between time periods. So I'm tired. I did get a good amount of sleep. I'm just tired because I'm working out so much. So my brain is going slow. I apologize. But the wheels are turning slowly today. And as you can see, I haven't even made my bed yet. I stayed in bed as long as I could. Then I got up and did my walking pad for 35 minutes. I'm also going to stretch for 10 minutes. But so far, so good. I'm really sticking to drinking my water, reading my book, eating clean, and exercise for my 75 days off. But all this working out is keeping me slightly sore and slightly tired. I know it's just while my body's getting adjusted to my workout schedule, and I have been making sure to get more sleep, and I'm going to continue doing so, and I think it will help. I haven't had coffee in the last 2 days, but my husband got me a coffee today because I need it. I need it. But later on. Good morning. Happy Saturday. We are in my bathroom. I've worked out for the day, as you can see by the clothes, but it is time to take down this hair. I'm so excited, so itchy, ready to be done with it. And then we're gonna go over the products that I use because I am trying some things new. I did not check in with y'all yesterday, and that's because it was a crazy day, which we will talk about later. But for now, I am going to actually make a TikTok of taking my hair down, which you'll be able to see on my TikTok page, which is by the same name, Boldly Charisma. So for now, I will check in with y'all in just a moment after I get these braids out of my hair. Okay, so here's my hair with all the braids out. It was not easy. Typically when I'm taking any type of braids out, cornrows or box braids, whatever, I would use a comb to comb it out so that I could get the dead hair out as well. It's only been a week, so I wouldn't expect that much shedding, and there wasn't much so far. I mean, I haven't washed my hair yet, but I really wanted to make sure to use my fingers and slowly unbraid my hair to make sure that there was no knots or anything, because this stuff is sticky. Like, see, there's one right there. then my hair's sticky right now. It's sticking to itself. It wasn't easy to take these braids out, especially the small ones. The big ones gave me no problem, but the small ones, yeah, they kept sticking together. They kept clumping up and making stuff like this where I have to take almost down to the individual hair to get it out, and then it smooths out just fine. It's just that it's sticking to each other. So I'm definitely washing my hair more than like twice. I'll probably wash it about 3 times, maybe 4, depending on how it is. I can say when I feel my hair, most of the gel was in the front, like right here and right here. You can kind of tell by the way that it looks kind of wet. And then like at the top, there's not as much gel right here in the back of my hair. All of it's like right here. So this is going to be interesting. We'll see what it looks like after I get out. Okay, so I'm back in the bathroom. It's been several hours. I am so tired. I'm so tired. Working out for 45 minutes straight. This is my full week, and I feel like this week I upped the ante, and I'm doing my workout class 2 times a week, going to the gym 2 times a week, and then doing like some home workouts. So I'll do a indoor walk on my walking pad, and then I did my core exercise as well, and I think I did walking with that too. I can't remember off the top of my head, but anyways, these are higher intense workouts and my body does love it, but I'm so tired. I'm wearing black to black today, so I'm wearing my TLC shirt and I'm wearing black leggings because that's what kind of mood I'm in. I'm just, we big chilling right now. I'm so tired, but I need to do this hair. So I'm going to leave you again and I'll check in a bit because we're making another TikTok. All right, I'll be back. Okay, so hair is up. It's braided, well, twisted, I should say. Here it is. I did notice while I was doing it that I had to put extra product at the ends to make them curl like they normally do, and that's just because I got my ends trimmed. I'm so close on getting all the color on my hair. She said probably the next trimming, if not that one, the one after that, and then I wouldn't have to come as often as long as my hair is behaving and not getting split ends. The biggest reasons why I got split ends is because I dyed it twice and I bleached it. So the first time I dyed it, I bleached it and I had some really funky colors. If I can find a picture, I'll make sure to insert it. There was like purple and pink and a little bit of blonde. It was really pretty. And then when I found out I was moving to Houston, because Texas is more conservative, I was a little worried about having such colorful hair finding a job. So I went back to the person I went to and asked to make it darker. It was darker. There was no blonde in it, appearing in it, but as I washed it, it's like all the color came out and just the bleach color that I had previously stayed. So when you look at my ends, they look blonde, and that's what's left of the hair that I had bleached almost 3 years ago. Been 3 years in, I think, June. So I've never had problems like this before with so much damage at my end of my hairs, but I can always tell when it's time for a trim because my ends will start snagging and get stuck together. So when I'm trying to do anything with it, they love each other so strongly. But that's it for my hair for right now. I'll check in with you guys later. I got a couple things I need to do. I really need to eat. I'm so hungry and I need to stretch again. I'm starting to tighten up. The whole time I was doing my hair, I was in there like freezing my knees and trying to bend them and straighten them and rotating my ankles because the muscles in my thighs were tightened up in my knee and my ankles, but even my lower back, I had to stop and stretch with my lower back because your girl is tired, but we are getting there. We're getting in there like swimwear. So I'm gonna go eat and I will catch you guys later. Bye.
You guys see this giant bird?
And a part of your arm?
Yeah, I got my arm.
So you're gonna take your arm off?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That's the best part too.